I don't know how many of you have been following what's going on with Steven Crowder. Apparently, Steven was offered some kind of 4-year, $50 million contract by the Daily Wire. It would give him, if I recall correctly, 4 weeks off a year and Fridays off. But I guess he was upset that it didn't include like paid sick time or something like that. Let's see what he's up to.
Big tech is in bed with Big Con. The people you thought, the people I thought were fighting for you, a lot of it has been a big con. Now, I'm specifically avoiding naming names or going after individuals in this video.
Right.
Because I genuinely hope that those I'm addressing, and you know who you are, have a change of heart. Don't sign these contracts. I now know what you are signing out there. I have the luxury of not having to. Let me go through this. If any of the major platforms issues a content strike such that Crowder cannot be monetized on such platform, the fee will be reduced by 25%. And then another 20.
It would only be, you will only have a $37.5 million contract if you get a copyright strike and we can't monetize any of your content. Do you guys see how the capitalists have this poor worker over a barrel? They will take away $12.5 million over 4 years if he gets a copyright strike.
20% of it happens on Apple. And then another 10% of it happens on Facebook. And then another 10% of it happens on Spotify.
What a wage slave. He needs a little marks.
And then if you get a strike, meaning a suspension, another 20%. Just to drive it home. You get hit by a car, you have a sick day, you could lose $100,000 a day. This is what's...
Listen, guys, do you realize that if I'm out for a week with COVID, that's 5 working days, that's $500,000. It immediately reduces my contract's value from $50 million to $49.5 million. Wow. Absolutely sickening, huh? Totally incredible stuff. Okay, so now people have been weighing in about the Crowder stuff. So like, here's Candace Owens. She is going after Crowder, and it seems that they're now starting to gang up on Crowder.
At the end of the day, I think what happened, this is completely my opinion, by the way, so I'm not blinking twice, I'm not under duress, is that Steven Crowder became a free agent, and he's feeling a little vulnerable right now, right? He's used to working for other organizations. He has some guaranteed pay, and he thought that Daily Wire were actually going to meet him at $120 million. They didn't, they declined. And he's still feeling a little shaky on that. It's scary.
He's really shaken up, guys. Hold on. Is she saying it's scary to only get 50?
$50 They didn't, they declined. And he's still feeling a little shaky on that. It's scary to go out on your own. I thought about it. I thought about going out on my own. It's a lot of work. Maybe down the line I will, but it's a scary thing.
Yeah. You know what's scary? This right here. Okay, guys, this is what we're going to talk about later. This is scary. Having to accept 50 million instead of 120, that's not scary. Okay. That's not scary. This is scary. Okay. When you see this, and we'll talk about that. Man, these people, what planet do these people live on?
To go out, to step out on your own and say, I'm going to do this thing completely by myself. As Jeremy pointed out, Steven's not done that before, right? And so to do this, he pulled a move in which he was going to try to take a bunch of people that were subscribed to the Daily Wire and start his own company. So essentially saying, I'm the hero, I'm the martyr, follow me because I'm not like those guys. And then he was going to start his own shop. And that's what he's trying to do. And some people fell for it and said, I'm with you to the end. I'm Mug Club till I die. And didn't understand that really nothing happened here other than nobody wanted to pay Steven Crowder $120 million.
Yeah.
So he turned to his viewers who he thinks are stupid enough at least not to understand how business negotiations work, right? Like this is like normal. You kick it back and forth. And they were going to make up for his loss. So people that are upset by his video, the millions of people who watched it are
you guys following this? All right, that's enough. I can't even deal with it. Here's another Candace Owens clip. Says she has certain information about Steven Crowder. Now this I'm more interested in.
Over the weekend, I was given a lot more information regarding Steven Crowder, a lot more background information regarding what could have possibly led to this moment.
Yeah.
And not to my surprise at all, obviously, this really doesn't have anything to do with the Daily Wire. And his actions are a symptom of something much larger. And I want to choose my
They're
words
a symptom of munch. That's shocking.
very carefully here because I'm not angry anymore. Steven has a lot going on. I guess is the best way to say it. He has a lot going on, and that should be clear because people don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their lives. You don't sell out your friend. You don't record conversations. These things are actions of individuals.
Profound life advice from Candace Owens.
That are perhaps acting out of desperation. You have to dig deeper. You have to look deeper to fully understand the picture of why somebody might do that. And it's certainly not because somebody is upset with a $50 million contract. And because I now am more aware of certain information, rather than being angry, I would like to implore my audience and everybody that isn't paying attention to the situation not to condemn him, but to pray for him.
Right.
Sometimes
he needs prayer and an exorcism.
People need a prayer. Sometimes people need a scripture. You know, Stephen purports to be a Christian, and I believe that he needs to lean into his faith. And I am certain that in the near future, more information will come out. I do not think it is my place to say more than that. Well, probably what I should say is I am unsure at this moment if it is my place to say more than that.
It's not.
You know, maybe if I feel in further defense, something should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to.
How ominous, guys. How ominous.
Understand certain circumstances. But at this moment, I think I would just like to carefully back out.
There you go. So Candace Owens is opting out. She's backing out of the entire thing. Of what? We don't know. Crowder really wanted $120 million, and it's scary. It's scary. He might have to he might have to work 4 years for only $1 million a month. And when you're going out on your own, that's scary. That's very, very scary.